Hey guys, Mark here, and I figured now might be a good time to show you guys my work from home setup given our current situation, predicament. You've probably seen it about 100 times from a bunch of different angles, but in most of the shots the background is pretty blurred out like it is now, so you can't really see what's going on. This probably isn't the prettiest office you've ever seen, but it is highly functional and it lets me shoot all of my videos without much hassle. First, we'll start with the walls. This downstairs basement area of my house has these really awkward walls that jut inward halfway up, and to make the most of it, I've got some of my DIY acoustic panels sitting on them. They're made of MDF wood, rock wool, and fabric, and they're the reason most of my videos are fairly echo-free. I've got 12 of them, and I built them for around $400, which is a heck of a lot cheaper than the thousands I would have had to spend on actual professional acoustic panels. Also on my walls are my custom-made Gundam canvases. I had these printed at a local canvas shop and they came out great. They really don't fit the theme of the office much, but I love the Gundam anime, so they're a bit of a morale booster when I'm working, and they add a bit of color to the room. In the left corner over here is a nice fake little plant that I bought at a local furniture store. I'd get a real one, but there's not really much light down here from that little window in the back, and my cat would probably try and kill it anyway. The window itself has a couple of light blocking curtains when I need to block out the sunlight for a shoot, but it's actually kind of been bugging me lately that the outside of the window has always been overexposed in all of my videos, so I actually ordered an interior window tint film to stick onto the window that'll bring the light levels down on the outside, which should be arriving any day now. In the right corner of the room is this cool studio lamp. This was actually handmade by a guy over in India. I bought it from his Etsy store, which I'll link down below, along with everything else I talk about in this video. Then there's the desks. There are two here, and both of them are used for very different things. The smaller one is actually a kitchen table that I found at a thrift store for like 10 bucks. It looks similar to my current desk, so I bought it, refinished the top, cut the bottom off the legs, and made these little adapters, then attached the caster wheels to them so it rolls around. I haven't gotten around to painting the wheel adapters yet, but this table serves as a multi-purpose shooting surface. You might have also noticed this huge 65-inch Vizio 4K TV here. It doesn't really look like it belongs here, but it serves a very important function. If I wheel this table in front of it, it's the perfect height to sit above the bottom bezel of the TV. Sometimes if I need a cool or an interesting background for some product shot B-roll, what I'll do is I'll cast the background from my Imac to the TV, set the product in front of the TV on top of the table, and then I have the perfect customizable backdrop for product shots. It even gives off its own light, so shots like this look super cool. I could just use it as a regular TV too, but my home theater is literally 10 feet in that direction, so there's not much of a point. Link up here if you want to check out that setup. Then there's the main desk itself. The drawers are IKEA Alex drawers. One has a filing cabinet and the other is a 5-drawer setup. These were on the expensive side because they cost me like 50 bucks to ship them here since there's no IKEA literally anywhere near me, but they were well worth it. They store a lot of stuff, including my camera gear, and they look great. The top is actually a bamboo kitchen countertop that's been cut to size, sanded down, and then finished with a polyurethane coating. The whole setup looks pretty decent overall, and it's a huge 6-foot-long desk, so it's got plenty of room to work with. My main editing computer is my 2019 i9 Imac. I've got a custom-built gaming PC as well in another room, but I keep it out of my office to try and stay focused on work without my mind straying to the fact that I just want to go and play games all day. Attached to the iMac, I have a Satechi Type-C hub that has 3 USB 3.0 ports on it, 2 SD card readers, and another Type-C port. This thing is an absolute lifesaver. The iMac has the worst positioning of ports ever. Whenever you want to plug in the SD card, which is for me, is every day, at least 4 times a day, you have to stand up, bend over the back of the iMac, and then try to insert the card without barely being able to see it. Having all the ports you need on the front is just so much better, and it's the exact same color aluminum as the iMac itself, so it looks as if it came stock on the iMac when I bought it. Usually I'll edit my audio with my Sony WH-1000XM3s, which are my current headphones of choice. I do have the new Microsoft Surface Headphones 2 ordered though, and a review for that will be coming very soon. So make sure you're subscribed with the notification bell turned on if you're interested to see that. For peripherals, I've got the Magic Keyboard, I've got the Magic Trackpad 2, and the Logitech G305. The Magic Keyboard itself is pretty self-explanatory, it matches everything, and I find it very fast and comfortable to type on. The trackpad and mouse combo is a little bit different though. I actually use the trackpad for gestures within macOS and Final Cut Pro, and it speeds up my workflow like tenfold. I use it for navigating the timeline, zooming in or out, switching between applications, and all that good stuff. As for the mouse, it does mouse stuff. The G305 has a super long battery life, absolutely zero input lag, it's very comfortable and light, and it's easily one of the best wireless mice I've ever owned. And I've got 2 of them. The black one's used with my gaming setup. They're pretty cheap too, which is a nice bonus. Also sitting on the desk is this coaster that I 3D printed of my channel logo, which actually came out surprisingly good. On either side of the iMac are a couple of decorations made of concrete that I found at a local decor store that I think matches pretty well, and then some table lamps with Philips Hue bulbs in them so that I can change the color of the lights when I need to. That's actually a pretty good point to bring up. I forgot about the overhead lights. On the ceiling, I have 3 Philips Hue spot bulbs that illuminate the posters on the wall. If they weren't there, the wall would be pretty dark and boring. There's also a Philips Hue Go in the corner behind the tree that gives the corner just a little bit of depth. As for the lights that lights me up when I'm doing these videos, it's a Godox SL60W with a newer softbox attached to it. This lighting combo is actually super duper cheap, and I highly recommend it for anyone that's looking to get into the video business on a budget. And that's pretty much it. That's my entire office. Hopefully that gave you a few ideas on how to work on your own personal home office setup. And if you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe to support my channel. And as always, have a great day.